Do whatever you want to. It doesn't matter. It's the spirit that's really crucial. And Paul says, no, false. Sex, bringing children, babies into the world, is good. And then in 1 Corinthians 15, what he says is, and guess what? In heaven, you're not going to be a disembodied spirit floating around. You're going to have a resurrection body, an imperishable body, a spiritual body. Notice
really?
He always uses the word body.
The same body or a different body?
Not same in terms of this, but yes, you will be able to recognize me and I'll be able to recognize you.
Okay, my second thing that the gentleman who was speaking in tongue brought up was he's very... And okay, by the way, this is the one where I was like, the tongue thing, babbling, that was already kind of like out the window for me. I was like, this guy's nuts. And then the second thing was looking for signs. That, to me, he kept bringing up Gideon. And he was like, look in the scripture, and I paused him. I go, that's Old Testament. You can't use Old Testament philosophy because Jesus hasn't come, because Jesus changed a lot of things. Seeking for signs, to me, could be very, very dangerous because he's always like, okay, if this happens, Lord, then I'll go and do this. But in my mind, I'm like, if I'm the enemy and I just heard you say that out loud, I'm like, bet, you want this to move and then now you're going to go in this direction? Now you're a puppet to me. Now anything you say, I'm going to just get in between you. I think that's a great way that the devil could use to interfere. Then I go into the gospel and it says, cursed are the ones who looked for signs. And I'm like, this is amazing. This is literally pointing out in the direction that I'm thinking. And I keep reading, and he says, instead of asking for signs, you should ask for signs that were already given to you, but you're basically too dumb to even see. You should reveal the ones that I've already given to you. So now I've changed my prayers. I'm like, instead of me going like, God, I want this, I'm like, God, there's things going on in my life that I haven't even appreciated yet, or there's signs that you've already been showing me that I haven't seen yet. Have me be wise enough to see those. How do I, one, am I wrong about the signs thing? And then two, if I am right about it, how do I gently push my fellow Christian man to stop asking the universe or the surroundings for signs?
It's a great question. You go first, I'll go second.
Well, so when Scripture says that not even Jesus knows the day or hour.
How is that possible?
Exactly.
No, but how is that possible? If he's God and he's all-knowing.
Right. So he's man and God.
He limits himself.
Exactly. So I think that's the limitation where he's just man. Because obviously he had to eat while he was here on earth. He had to do many humanly things.